The Louvre Museum in Paris, one of the most famous and supposedly most secure buildings in the world. A place that protects centuries of history, priceless royal treasures, and some of humanity's greatest masterpieces. But on the morning of October 19, 2025, something happened here that looked less like reality and more like a Hollywood heist movie, except this time, it was real. Welcome to TriviaTen. It was a normal morning. The Louvre opened its doors to visitors as usual. Security guards stood at their assigned posts, while tourists from around the world stepped inside to explore history. By 8:30 a.m., the museum had already been open for 30 minutes. Everything seemed perfectly routine. Until something unusual happened on the side of the museum facing the river. A truck pulled up next to the museum wall. At first glance, nothing seemed suspicious. Vehicles like this were commonly used to transport furniture or equipment to higher floors. But this truck wasn't here to move furniture. Inside it were 4 men with a very different plan. The group consisted of 4 people. They wore yellow and orange safety vests, just like construction workers. But their faces were hidden behind masks. And within seconds, their real mission began. 2 of the thieves climbed onto the mechanical lift. The platform slowly rose, reaching a balcony on the first floor. A balcony that led directly to one of the Louvre's most magnificent rooms, the Gallery of Apollo. Inside this gallery were the royal treasures of France, jewels that once belonged to emperors and queens. But there was one problem. Between the thieves and the treasures stood a thick wall of reinforced glass. The thieves opened their bags and pulled out an industrial-grade disc cutter. Within seconds, sparks filled the air. And just like that, a hole appeared in the glass wall. The moment the glass was cut, the museum's alarm system triggered. Security guards spotted the intruders. But the thieves didn't panic. Instead, they threatened the guards with their power tools and continued. The guards immediately began evacuating the gallery. Panic spread. Visitors had no idea what was happening. Meanwhile, the thieves worked quickly. They smashed the display cases, one by one. They collected 9 royal treasures, jewels once worn by emperors, queens, and members of France's royal family. After grabbing the treasures, the thieves climbed back out. Below, 2 accomplices waited on scooters. They sped away. The entire operation, parking the truck, cutting the glass, stealing the jewels, and escaping, took just 8 minutes. Before leaving, the criminals even tried to burn the lift truck. Their goal: destroy fingerprints and evidence. But a brave museum staff member stepped in and stopped them. France was stunned. 8 priceless artifacts stolen, jewels belonging to Empress Eugénie and Queen Marie Amélie. These treasures dated back to the 19th century. Their financial value was millions. Their historical value, priceless. What shocked investigators was what they didn't steal. The legendary Regent diamond was still sitting untouched. This raised an important question. Were the thieves working on a specific order? Investigators discovered something alarming. Some rooms in that section didn't even have CCTV coverage, and the balcony where they entered was not monitored. The alarm there had malfunctioned days earlier. Surprisingly, this wasn't the first time. In 1911, the Mona Lisa itself was stolen by a museum employee. That theft made the Mona Lisa the most famous painting in the world. It was finally recovered in Italy. Today, over 100 investigators are on the case. Fingerprints and DNA were collected from the truck. Just days later, 2 suspects were arrested. One already had a criminal record for gold theft. But one major mystery remains. Where are the stolen jewels? And who was the mastermind? The Louvre protects history, but even the most secure museum can be vulnerable. This was TriviaTen.